Okay, so we've got this. We've got a police button and we've got a prisoner button. We've got 3 teams: criminal, prisoner, and a police. A police has an attribute called max limit, which is 10. This is how we can switch teams and make sure there's a max limit. So firstly, we'll want our teams, obviously. Then we're going to get our team would be equal to teams with script.parent.name, which would be police. So then we're going to want to get max limit is equal to team get attribute max limit, which is right here. So what we can now do is we can do if max limit then. So if we do script.parent, the mouse button won't click, we can now get if max limit then else. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do if max limit then if max limit is bigger than or equal to so we can now get so we can get our local amount is equal to get team amount. Then we can create a brand new function called get team amount. So now we've done that, all we want to do is we just want to do for player in pairs game.players get players do if player.team is equal to team, then we can get return is equal to 0, return plus equals to 1. Then we can do return. So if max limit is in fact we just want to do if max limit is equal to our amount, then what we're going to do is if max limit is not equal to amount, and we're also going to do if max limit is bigger than amount, so then we don't get any overloops. So now because of this, we can now give us our team. So we can actually access our player by simply doing script.parent.parent.parent.parent. So we've got our parent, which is this button, so one parent. Then we've got our screen GUI. Then we've got player GUI, which is parented underneath the player, and so we get the parent of that, which would be the player. That's a simple way to access it if you're using a server script in a GUI object. Then we can do team. So now we can do player dot team player.team would be equal to team. However, if there's not one, we can simply just access our player and we can set our team. So now we've got a switch team function which will give us our team required to actually get a max limit which we can set. There's no max limit for prisoner, so now if we play, okay, so I'm a police right now. I've got prisoner and criminal. I can choose to be a prisoner, a police, prisoner, police, prisoner, police. Since we're the only police it allows us on, say we had our max limit is equal to 0, So that means now we can be a prisoner, but we can't be a police because there's too many players. We can also set a message, so what I usually like to do for messages, this is turned into a whole new tutorial, is with messages, if we add a brand new frame, we can set that out here. Alright, so I'm just going to make this area of which I want text to be in. So now I'm going to have a UI list layout, then I'm going to have a text label, and I'm going to name this template. So now I'm going to do this, I'm going to name it warning notifications. So now I can just center, and as we go down it will continue going down. Alright, so that makes no sense actually. So we're going to do this, then we're going to set it to something like this. 24 32. We can now set this, allow users to identify it a bit easier, I guess. We can give it a italic look to it, and we're going to name this warning, something like that, and we're going to make it not visible. So now what we can do is we can simply just do local function send warning notification. So local warnings is equal to script.parent.parent.notification local new warning. In fact, we can send this a message and receiver. So new warning. In fact, we don't even need that. New warning is equal to warnings with child template clone. New warning.visible is equal to true. New warning.text is equal to message. However, new warning dot max visual graphemes is equal to 0. So what we can now do is we can now do for I is equal to 1 hashtag message 1, so it's increasing by 1. We can do a weight 0.005. Then we can do new warning dot max visible graphemes is equal to I. So now what we can do is so as it increases, we can do that. Then after that's done, we can do a weight 3. For I is equal to hashtag message 1 minus 1 do new warning is equal to max visible graphemes I, and then we can do new warning destroy. So that's our send warning notification. However, if not, then we're going to do send warning notification, and then there are too many players on this team, try choosing another one. So now that we've done that, we can set a edit 0 to prove that this works. We can call this break jail. Such an original name, what can I say? Alright, so now when we play, we've got all this prisoner, police. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So it should be running. We can do one blah blah blah. What if we try playing now? So that's a bit weird. Okay, so it's obviously doing that. So why is it not running? So it can tell, but it's not doing the function. So we've got our message, clone, new warning, dot parents is equal to warnings. So now, when we play, we've got this, switch to a prisoner and police. There are too many players on this team, try choosing another. And then it will decrease. What we can do with this is, you see this, it's going like that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to enable text scaled. Now, although that may seem a bit weird because we're using something which will increase its size on the X, it would actually work in a sense. Try choosing another one. So as you can tell, it's scaling to fit, but we don't actually need to do that. From what I can tell, we can actually use a XY automatic size. So now, if we disable that and we play, yeah, so now it will drop to the next line. So now we can make it so then it will notify it, well, the player, of what has happened. We can increase the time like 1. We can decrease it, so now when we play, now when we continue, he'll continue showing more text, so that's pretty cool. So that's how you can set a max limit where you can still switch teams and stuff like that. So yeah, not going to be releasing the link. You can just copy my code. It's only 15 lines long. You can literally just copy, and now we've got 100 lines. Yeah, alright. So yeah, really cool, simple to make. So yeah, thanks for watching.